Boom. All right, everybody. Welcome to our Bronze and Above Tuesday call. How is everybody? Woo! I'm going to pretend you're not all muted. So we have a lot of things, a lot of things in the work. We have a lot to discuss today. A very, very important thing that we're going to be launching here today, which I'm super excited about. It's been in the works in the background for quite some time. And we've got most of it baked out. But as the leadership, we need your help. But before I go into that, I want you guys to just take a quick second and take an inventory of Elevate. We have our first live event since going into this pandemic coming up next weekend. Like, it's crazy to me that it's next week. And I have like just these almost like jitters of sitting in the seats thinking to myself, I didn't promote this enough and I didn't promote hard enough. I didn't promote long enough, because I know it takes an average of 6 or 7 times for someone to hear about the event, be promoted to the event, for them to make a final decision in order to join or to make a decision to go. But I'm going to let you guys know that the majority of people make a decision to go right now within the last 10 days. It's crazy. So there are people that are going to join Secret this weekend. This weekend, there are people that will join that will be in Dallas. I'm letting you guys know right now. There are people that will join on Monday that will be in Dallas. There are people that will join on Tuesday that will be in Dallas. There's people that are going to join on Wednesday of next week that will also be in Dallas. And you're going to be like, well, they live in Dallas. No, there are people that are going to live on the East Coast that will be in Dallas that will be joining this week. I know it. I've done this for so long. I just know how this works, because the energy and the excitement, and people are going to realize what it's like to not miss out, to be there in person, to be able to experience what's going to be happening live, for them to be able to get just to be able to grab all of this information. And they're going to be there for the launches. By the way, I'm just letting you guys know right now, those of you that are registered for Elevate, and those that register for Elevate, there's a promotion coming. And the promotion, you earn twice as much money from the promotion if you are registered for Elevate. Just letting you know right now. It'd be really silly not to, let alone early access to things, being able to promote the new things. Now, I know some of you being there live is not an option. I got that. I'm not pushing you guys. I don't want you to sit there being like, that I'm being insensitive, or I don't understand the situation we're in, or the fact of the world that we're in. I get it. For those of you guys that it is impossible, but there are those of you that it's uncomfortable, but it's not impossible to figure it out. And I want to distinguish the difference, to where I might sound unreasonable. And what I mean by unreasonable is that I'm going to stand in the face of reason to side on the fact that you can figure out how to do it. So the highest paid skill inside of network marketing, for those of you guys that know, a lot of times you hear it referred to as promoting. It's actually not. It's problem solving. The highest paid skill set in network marketing is problem solving. Anybody can promote the event. Who, what, when, where, why. Here is the money that you make, is in the problem solving of the how do we get somebody there when they have the objection of time, money, whatever's going on in their life, and helping them through that now and through that process. So the event, it's going to be huge. So how many guys are like me, are super excited about Elevate? I don't know about you guys, but just I can't wait to be in just a room with thousands of people again, and feeling the energy and getting a chance. I feel like 2020 has like sucked my soul out in a way, and I know for a lot of us it has, being able to be connected together. Now, for my Canadians, brothers and sisters, I love you, and we will be together soon, I promise, and we will make up for lost time. And Sarah, when we get to Embrace, it's going to be awkwardly long, but it'll be amazing. But let's get into today's main discussion, which is a brand new, what I would say, system, strategy, for building your business, and how important this is. So I want to give you guys a few things here that I think are really important towards growing your business. So we live in a world right now, obviously through social media. It's one of the biggest things that we're building, whether we're attracting people into our business, whether we are adding people to our lists. But if I was to ask all of you guys to raise your hand and ask you guys, how did you find out about Secret? The majority of people find out about Secret through somebody that they know. That's how they find out about Secret. Now, we want to be attracting people that we don't know, and we want to be meeting and finding those people. And I'm so So happy that we have incredible systems and trainings and programs for us to be able to do that, okay? But one of the ways that we can move in speed is by creating a system that can replicate and duplicate very fast with today's times, today's technologies, and today's systems, okay? And so I have been learning, absorbing really a lot of the things from what I would call the online world and building through using kind of social media or different groups. When I got started in network marketing, it was pretty much one facet to building the business is you would give someone some information, have them listen to something, and then you would put them on a three-way phone call. These were your steps. You would invite them. You would have them listen to a tool, some kind of a tool, an audio, a CD, a tape, a recording. You would do a three-way phone call. You would invite them to an event, and then you would get them plugged into training. Those are the 5 steps. And we did that relentlessly. We did that religiously, like fanatical, crazy people, right? And because we realized that that system is what created freedom for so many of us, right? Now, not just because of 2020, but things have evolved, things have changed. Before in the early 2000s, or before really shipping became a thing, and before YouTube became a thing, in order for you to be able to get access to information, the normal thing you would do is leave your house. That's what you did. If you wanted to buy groceries, what do you have to do? Leave your house. If you wanted to meet somebody important that you didn't know, you weren't going to invite a stranger normally into your house. So if you want to meet somebody, what did you do? Leave your house. You want to get educated. What did you do? Leave your house. You wanted to learn something. You wanted to go to school. What did you do? Leave your house. So the common theme prior to what's happened in the last 10, 15 years was if I wanted to learn, experience, buy, own, meet somebody, it was leave my house. How many guys have figured out none of that is true anymore, right? Not only is none of it true anymore, in 2020, they said, guess what? You can't leave your house. So, all right. So the world has kind of flipped upside down on its head a little bit. And what we want to do is create some more some systems to where you can build your business and from your phone and be able to do that in an easy, effective, and duplicatable strategy. Okay. Now we've been using Facebook for a lot of different things. The primary thing that we've been using Facebook for is for teams. And what I mean by teams is doing teams recognition, adding new people, welcoming the team as a resource center for our organizations. We've been using it as a platform for promotion to promote events or webinars or events or things that are going on, right? That's what most of us have been using Facebook for the most part, as far as when it comes to Secret. Now, the other thing that a lot of people have been doing is creating what they call like a VIP page, right? For all of your customers. So you have a VIP page, you'd add people to that so you can drip on them about that, okay? But it is just you and it is just your customers. What we've been looking at is different strategies for building online. And what we wanted to do is take the concept that is so powerful in network marketing, which was the live event with testimonials and great presenters, great presenting. Because the great thing about an event in California was I lived in California where we had top-notch presenters, where you had a meeting every night of the week in Los Angeles. Monday night, it was in Glendale. Tuesday night, it was in Sherman Oaks. Wednesday night, it was down in Torrance. And then Thursday night, it was at the Proud Bird in Los Angeles near LAX. So we had a great presentation every night of the week. And if I had a prospect, I knew if I could just get them in the car, like that was it. You know, like if I could just get them in the car because they weren't jumping out on the way, and I could get them in this meeting and I could sit down next to them and I could just kind of point to the guy doing the presentation. I knew that there was going to be somebody that was talented that was doing the presentation every night of the week. And I just had to get butts in seats. And that was the training that we taught people for years. Butts and seats, get butts and seats, just get butts and seats. And you get enough butts and enough seats and somebody is going to go ding, 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 click. I got it. Let's go. And they're going to get more butts and seats. And that was the system that we had built. Now, today, we don't have a butts and seats business anymore. How many guys have figured that out? Okay. Now, we don't have a butts and seats business in the beginning anymore. We do have a butts and seats business at the end still. It's just not in the beginning anymore. Because today, people go, if you ask them to leave their house, they're like, well, why? Because before I would leave my house for everything. So it was normal for me to leave my house. Now when people are like, well, come check this out. They're like, oh, do? Just send it to me. Just send it to me. Like, it seems weird now when we would say those things. So today what we wanted to do is introduce you guys to a system. It's called an ATM group. Some of you are familiar with these concepts. Some of you guys are not. For those of you guys that are not familiar with the concept, it's called an ATM group. It stands for Add Tag Message Group. Add Tag Message Group. We are literally, we're asking you guys today, and Ben is going to be talking about some of the things that you guys need to be doing today. We're launching this group today for all of you. And what we need to do is there's a few pieces that we need from you to help us launch this group properly. And then we're going to be start adding our prospects. Now, what is this group? I want to make sure to clarify what it is and what it is not. Okay. It is not a group page for anything related towards agents, meaning it's not where we're promoting any agent affiliated information. It is not a team page. It is not a recognition page for success for your promotions. We all have our own team pages for that, and we all have our own team groups. And I know there are leaders on here from many different teams that have strong organizations. We have Red Diamond, Tracy Zimmer here on the wall. We have Diamond Agent Sarah. We have big leaders here that have their own, mega organizations that they're running. This is not for that. This is a prospecting page and a duplicatable group where you and your entire team will be able to add people to the group, to be able to tag them in videos. And the purpose of the group is to introduce people to the community of Secret with the hope that they're going to join. So it is a business focused page. So if they're product focused, don't add them in this group. If you're trying to introduce them to the products, this is introducing them to the lifestyle company where we help people look better, feel better, travel better, earn better. That's what this is for. It's for them to be able to get a glimpse of the community and what it is to be involved in this. What does this mean? Now, at our trainings back in the day when we would run live events, and we were masters at running live events. I mean, I don't even tell you how many hotel meetings I've run in my years. It's outrageous. I mean, everything from how you set the chairs up to the spacing in between them. We called it chairology, which is where you put the chairs in the room to make sure the energy is correct, to create the vibe, to create the infrastructure where when people would come in, they would go, oh my God, this is amazing. I want to be a part of it. To the music, to the, just to the intros, to the outros, we were going, this is our game. This is where we make a large portion of our money. Now, in order for those events to be successful, if you could be successful if you lived in LA, but what if you lived in Bakersfield? What if you live in Maryland? What if you live in Washington? What if you live in Toronto? What if you live in Mississauga? Then always people were saying, well, they're having success over there because we don't have what they have to plug into. And with this, there's no geographic barriers and there's no time. It is an ongoing opportunity presentation when done right that's open 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, 365 days a year that you and your people can use to be able to build their business. This is magical. However, these groups do not work if we all do not play our part, okay? What would happen is that when we would do a live event, let's say there's 100 people in the room and there's a person presenting. A lot of the people that were at the event were agents. So what would happen is a new guest would come in and let's say I brought my new guest. I brought Vicky and she's my friend and she's coming with me to the event and she's new and I'm nervous. I don't know what I'm doing. And I would bring Vicky into the meeting. And Vicky's kind of like, oh God, what am I going into? Maybe I can't. I was like, Vicky, please just come with me. Cause we say don't beg, but most people still beg when they're new. That's just how it is. So finally I get Vicky to come to this meeting with me. And all of a sudden now Ben is there. Now Ben knows I'm going to introduce Ben to Vicky. And I say, hey, Ben, listen, thank you so much for everything you've done for me. I want to introduce you to my friend Vicky. Ben's going to know exactly what to do and what not to do before the presentation starts to talk to Vicky about what she's about to experience, about edifying me back, right? I'm going to introduce Vicky to Kathy. I'm going to introduce Vicky to Tracy. I'm going to introduce Vicky to Sarah. So before the event even starts, I've already done this pre-warmed up. Vicky now sits in the presentation. Afterwards, I know exactly how to close. When I was new, we didn't close. I didn't close Vicky. What we would do is I would circle up with my upline leader. And my upline leader, who I've already introduced her to, which was Ben or somebody that she met, would come and then ask Vicky a closing question. Hey, Vicky, so did everything make sense? Yes? Awesome. Well, awesome. Do you see yourself getting started today and working with Jesse? Yes, awesome, perfect. No objection, and I would learn how to handle the objections. And this is how we learned how to build our business. We learned objections, we learned presenting, but everybody played their role inside of the group. Why is this important? Okay. So how this group is going to work, and we're launching this here today. This is exciting. Now I know this is a pretty big wind up for it, but I want to share with you guys where we're going to go over these, the scripts and the presentation. So here we go. If you go to, oh, look at Ed Sheeran. He looks so cute in his green screen background. So Facebook is where we need to go. Yeah. So Facebook, and what we want to do is everybody to come and join this group if you want to participate in this. The group is Elite Lifestyle. Okay. So Elite Lifestyle is the group. And you'll see here, this is the image on the top. Now there's a quick way to get there. Okay. And I'm going to type it into the chat box. Okay. The easiest way to get there, www.thesecretsout.com. www.thesecretsout.com. If you go to thesecretsout.com, it'll take you right to this group page. It forwards through. If you're looking for the exact link on Facebook, for those of you guys that want it and or need it, here's the exact link. It's facebook.com/groups/the elite lifestyle. Okay. All right. When you're in this group, I want you guys to go join this group and start adding to it. And what we're going to do is we're going to ask you guys to start. Ben is going to come on in a minute and share with you guys what we need from each and every one of you, which is we need your stories. We need your testimonials. Okay. So one of the most important parts of the group. Okay. So now when we're adding people to this group, I'm going to walk you through what it is. Now on the training, I want to just take you real quickly. Okay. So there's a couple of trainings. We're going to put these in our Facebook groups. We're going to put this in the different Facebook groups as trainings. If you go to the team website, teamsynergyagents.com, teamsynergyagents.com, and you click on the US flag, because we haven't built out the other countries yet, and you click on English. Okay. You're going to see some welcome videos, but on the bottom right-hand corner, you're going to see Training Center. When you click on Training Center on the website, it's going to take you here to this ATM group where you can click on it. It shows the people, it shows join the group. Okay. All right. So there's some other great trainings in there, some how-tos, but in this, there are 2 documents to download. There's the download the ATM system. And then there's a second document with some more training on the ATM follow-up and objections. Okay. So these are 2 documents that you can use to be able to share. So let me walk you through what an ATM group is. Some of you, I know this is foreign. Okay. So for those of you guys that are like, I have no idea what you're talking about or what this is, let me go through it real quickly. And then we're going to do a couple role play things and explain to you how this works, because it's something you can literally be doing all day, every day, very easily, very simple, and it can replicate very fast. Okay. So did it open up? Yeah. Here we go. Okay. So you should be able to see this document. So the ATM system for prospecting, following up, and closing. Now the ATM stands for add, tag, message. That's what it stands for. So here are the steps for this group. Okay. The group is to step 1, invite prospects to watch the overview video. Invite prospects to watch the overview video. Step 2, you're going to add the prospect to the Facebook group. Add the prospect to the Facebook group. Step number 3, you're going to tag the prospect in the overview video. You're going to tag the prospect in the overview video. Number 4, you're going to message the prospect privately that you've added them to the private Facebook group. Step number 5, you're going to follow up and close, or follow up and move on, right? So, because not everybody's going to join. We know that there's going to be a percentage of people that are not going to see it, not going to be interested. So prospect after they've watched the video. Here's some example invite scripts. Now, can you use yours? Now, remember that these are meant to be just short messages. Right? Can you use your own? Yes. If you find something that's working, fantastic, use it. None of us are attached to anything. The only thing you don't want to do is sound super scripted. So if Ben is a friend of mine, I could just say something like this. And this is a message I'd send him on Facebook. You know, hey Ben, I just found this video need to check out. Do you have a few minutes right now? If he says yes, then I'm going to say, look, I'm going to add you to this group. I want you to check out this video. I'm going to tag you in a video. I want you to watch it. Now that's very vague. I could do that with some people that I know very well, right? Ben is somebody I could call and I could be like, hello? He goes, yo. I say, I'm coming over. He say, okay. And that would be my setting up an appointment with Ben. Like, that's how our relationship is. Now, I don't have that relationship with everybody where I can call and be like, what's up? And be like, hey, I'm coming over. They're like, whoa, what? You know what I mean? Like that. So that's a very warm market. Now, maybe I've got somebody that's more of a lukewarm market, or somebody, maybe I look up to Ben. I say, hey, Ben, hey, do you have a few minutes to check out a video? I'm working on something new and I wanted your opinion on it. He says, yeah. I say, listen, all right, I'm going to add you to a group. I'm going to tag you in a video. Let me know when you get a chance. Let me know as soon as you get a chance to watch it. Okay. So there's that. The next piece here is, hey, I just saw this video about earning extra money through social media and I wanted your thoughts on it. Do you have a few minutes? Now that is a little bit more directed. Now, can you have your own invite that you like better than these? And the answer is yes. You're all able to do whatever you want. Okay. So add tag message. You're going to add them to the Facebook group. You're going to tag them in the video. And I'm going to show you what video and why and where in just a minute. And then you're going to private message them. Hey, I just added you to the Facebook group and tagged you in the video. It's private, so you'll have to accept the invite first. Let me know once you're in. Okay. So it's pretty self-explanatory and laid out. Now, what is the follow-up? After they finish the video, you want to set up a group chat, or you can do a phone call with your sponsor and or your upline support system. Okay. So someone, it doesn't need to be your sponsor. It can be someone in your upline support system. So what you can do is, it's very simple nowadays, is you can put them. So if Ben is my prospect, I added him to the group, I tagged him in the video. Okay. And now I'm following up. I can say, hey, did you get a chance to finish the video? What did you like best about it? He says, that sounds interesting. Or maybe he has a question, or likely he has an objection, or maybe he has something where he wants to know more. And I say, well, listen, I'm new, just getting started. I want to connect you with one of the people that I'm working with. I'm not asking for his permission. I'm just going to put Ben and I'm going to put Mike Zanardelli, my sponsor, my upline, in a group WhatsApp and a group, not WhatsApp, a group Facebook message. This is all done through Facebook. So back in the day, 3-way phone calls were weird and uncomfortable, but we figured out how to get over them. Here's what's great. Facebook message groups are not. And what's awesome is that people can connect and respond when they have time and when they get a chance to look at it. So it can all be done whenever they want to. Now from there, you can create a group chat, introduce your prospect, edify your sponsor, help to have them overcome objections, right? And hopefully this is going to lead them to a full Zoom presentation. Now they may be ready to go right after this first presentation. They may need to get to another they may need to do more of an individual Zoom. Okay. Maybe we're going to invite them to one of the online business presentations we do every day here and leading into Elevate with our Blitz from one of our top leaders. Okay. It's getting them to the next exposure. The great thing about this is something so simple. Anybody can do it. Anybody can add, tag, and message people. I mean, shoot, you could do this every day. Now, this is just the one pager. That's the simple side of it. I'm not going to go through the rest of the training on this whole other one, but I am going to open it up here real quick so you guys can see it. That is not it. That is it. And boom. Okay. So, all right. I'm not going to go through the whole thing, but just a quick overview of some of the rest of the training here. Follow up and close. Your job is not to receive a yes from everyone you speak with. Consider it what it would be like to work with each person and view your conversations as an interview to see if they would be right for your team. Closing questions. What did you like most about what you saw? You know, what would your goal in be getting started? Where do you see yourself on a scale of 1 to 10? These are great, questions. Here's some good ideas about handling objections expertly, right? So ask, what did you mean by that? When somebody asks a question, make sure you clearly understand the objection before addressing it, okay? Somebody says something, when in doubt, I don't know about that. All I know is my friend Tracy got started and this is what happened, right? My friend Ben got started and this is what happened. You know what? I don't know. All I know is, and guess what you can do? Tag them in another video that helps overcome that objection or introduces them to another testimonial. So this becomes like a 24-hour business opportunity presentation that we're all participating in. Now I'm going to show you why this can be so exciting. Now there's some other, look, I'm very busy and I don't have time. Okay. Right. So how much time do you have? Great. That's perfect. It's not about their time. It's about who they know. Right. So I don't have the money to get started. Okay. I need to talk to my spouse. Let me think about it. How much money do you make? Right now, can you use your own? Yes. Fortune is in the follow-up. How to effectively follow up. Do what you say you're going to do. Keep your promises, organize, loop them in, right? So this is something that we're going to do training on. I'm not going to do all of it today. I just want you guys to know that it's there, okay? So, but going back into the group here real quick, once you're inside of the group, bada bing, bada boom, okay? Once you're inside of the group, there is a welcome video that is here, okay? So it's just a welcome video, explains a little bit about what the group is. What I want every single person here to do is like the video and comment on the video. This is very important, okay? Like the video, comment on the video. Now, you don't really need to say much, just like and comment, like and comment, like and comment. The way that these groups catch fire is because we're all doing it all simultaneously together. So now as we all start adding people in, people see the momentum of this, and think about it, you know, like the stock market, right? Now on the left-hand side, okay, one of the things you're going to see here is the guides. This is very important. Underneath the guides section, okay, we got 2 in here. Does one of them need to be deleted or no? Probably, right? Which is the new one? Is this the new one? Yeah, this is the new one. This is the old one? This is the old one. Wait. Yes? This is the new one. This is the same one? We don't know.
The one that's 20 minutes is the new one.
The one that is 20 is the new one. They're both 2050. So there's 2 that are the same ones. We're going to do the ones that have the comments on it. It probably just got uploaded twice. Okay. Thank you, Mike. So inside of the guides, okay, all right, we are going to have videos. Now, these are just getting started, okay, and we're going to be adding more. And I'm about to film, I just wrote the script on the beginning part of this that I believe is going to be a video that is going to be the most important video that we make. We're shooting for having it 7 minutes and have a 7-minute overview on why this lifestyle company and having the whole pillars all 3 together. And we'll have that done here by convention or the week after convention. So within the next 2 weeks, we'll have that, okay? So in here, there's other guides that are in here. You'll notice the testimonials that are starting to pop up in here. Some of these are video testimonials, right? So some of them are video testimonials. Some of them are picture testimonials, right? So from Leah Johns, I'm new to the group. I want to share my personal testimonial about this line, okay? So we're going to be starting to add all of these pieces in here. Why is this so significant though, is the next thing I need you to do is this. This is the video that we're going to be using for now, okay? We're going to be using this as the main overview until I create a shorter one, because I want to create something that's shorter for the videos in the future. But this is an incredible overview done by Jefferson Santos that goes through in 20 minutes, pretty much the entire process, the entire company and the different pillars, and does a thorough job. And I think it's fantastic. So what you want to do is like the video and comment on the video. Like and comment on the video. This is the video that you are going to tag people in. Okay. Now you can tag people in the welcome video and you can tag people in the overview video. If you want to tag them just in the overview video, you can do that as well. Okay. But if I'm telling Ben, listen, hey, I want you to check this out. I'm going to go over here, add Ben to the group. I'm going to tag him in this video. And then what we want to do is the comments, because what people are going to do is they're going to watch the video and guess what they're going to do? They're going to look at the comments. They're going to read the comments. They're going to see what's going on. And when they see hundreds of comments, hundreds of likes on a video, all of a sudden it's like, oh, wow, there's something going on here. All right. Now, when they start seeing, what happens is if people like what they see, they're going to start moving around in the group. Your prospects will start seeing stuff. They'll start going, oh, well, what is this weight loss? Oh, what is that? Oh, testimonials. Let me read more. They'll poke around for those that are interested in more. But the other thing that's going to start happening is this, is as your prospects are inside this group, every week, we're going to start dripping on them and they're going to be seeing those posts. So when you see testimonials about the success stories of what's happening. So remember, this group, even though there's going to be a lot of agents in here, we're all playing team because it might be 80% agents, 20% prospects. But the prospects don't know who's an agent and who's not. They're just seeing all this action and all this activity going on the page, okay? How this catches fire is if you think about it, like right now we've got, whatever it is on here, right? So we got 20 people on here. If we're all in the group and we all go get 10 of our agents to go join this, and we have 200 people and they each add 2 people, before you know it, we've got 200, 500, 1,000 people inside of this group okay, that are all now watching, clicking on the same video and seeing the fire that of this momentum building from this presentation, okay? So then what we're gonna be doing is I'm gonna be swapping out with new videos, new stuff as we go forward. All right, that was enough of a rant for now. So this is the group, Facebook group, and how you get there, website, documents, what you're doing. But in all, and what we need right now is this: join the group, like the welcome comment, like the overview video, comment on the overview video comment. And then what we need is some testimonials. But I'm going to turn it over to Ben to talk about it. And Ben, I want to say thank you so much. I know you put a lot of time, energy, sweat into helping put a lot of this together for all of us to be able to build. And I want you guys to know that this is something that we are creating as a generic. It is not team specific. It won't promote any events. It won't promote any training. It won't promote any, it's not going to be promoting anything that's agent related, because it's not for agents. We all have our own team Facebook pages for that. We always have our team groups for that. We have our team trainings for that. That's not for that. This is specifically to have a safe place for every secret agent to be able to add, tag, and message people to learn about the community of Secret. And I want them to see when they join and watch it, they look at all this going like, wow, these people really are super happy to be a part of this company. And they are all seem to be working together. So the idea is to have the best chance that we have for someone that doesn't know what it's like to be a part of the Secret community. Because let's be real, if I came up to you and said, hey, are you looking for community to join? Are you looking for community to join? That's not why most of us joined. Most of us joined because we were looking for money, time, or something extra. But then when we got in, we realized community is what we really desperately needed more than anything. Okay. So, but we need to make sure we're hitting both of those avenues. That's it for me. Ben, I'm gonna turn it over to you.
Awesome. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. Can you hear me okay?
Yep, I gotcha.
Sweet, sweet, sweet. Okay, cool. Yeah, man, I'm super excited. I've been on edge a little bit to get this thing going. So, and obviously we're opening up to, bronze and above, doesn't matter, crossline, whatever, really to a group of people that we love within Secret to participate in this actual group. Good night, sweetie. So,
good night, Lauren.
Oh, that was Kylie. But
good night, Kylie.
So she actually, guys, this is so amazing. She just drew me this picture before we started. So anyway, that's my notes for tonight. So congratulations, guys. Let's get started in ATM. No, just kidding. So let me go over a couple of things real quick on this that I wrote down. All we're looking to do is literally expose, involve, upgrade. Like that's it. Those three things, right? Expose people to the group. They'll do their own due diligence, right? And obviously, as people are getting tagged and tagged and tagged and tagged, and it grows, right? It's about fear of loss. People are more motivated by, the fact that they're going to miss out on something, right? Than actually gaining something, believe it or not, which is crazy, I know. But, so at the end of the day, if people are getting tagged underneath of them, right? And they're seeing a lot of activity in the group, well, guess what happens? It lights that fire from the bottom up. And so they'll literally feel like they're missing out on something. Not only that, but I've actually been a part of ATM groups that I've participated in, where actually prospects started adding and tagging people before they were even officially enrolled in the company.
Yep.
Which was crazy to me. That was my aha moment, where it's like, oh my gosh, I don't have to drive to Starbucks anymore. I don't have to go drive to like a sit down where someone got 4 flat tires, right? Like all the things that we've heard, and not that that's the wrong activity, because it's really not. I think people are going to miss doing those presentations, being in home and being, in hotels and things like that. Like I can't actually wait till they come back. But in the here and now, the 21st century, right? It's literally about how can we keep someone's attention, because attention is the new real estate. That's it. And so if you can, like I always say, be brief, be brilliant, be gone, hit them in their messenger, add them into the group, let the group do the presentation, let the testimonials, which is the most important part, actually literally, I don't want to say convince, but, really convince people to get started with us. It's very simple and duplicatable. At the end, I'm just going to ask people, hey, like, can you do that? For sure. How many times can you do that? Like every day, every hour? I don't know. How quick was it for me to add you into the group? Does that make sense? The cool thing about this is that it's whenever you do a presentation, the presentation takes the same amount of time. Whether you have one person, whether you have 10 people, whether you have 100, whether you have 0, right? It's still the same amount of time. Here's what's cool about this actual ATM group is that it's going to work when you're not doing presentations. It's going to work when you decide to sleep. By the way, sleep is for customers. I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but so it's going to work regardless of what you're doing, right? And so, I've always heard of in this profession that, you can make time or you can have time and make money and yada, 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 right? But this actual ATM system allows you to really have both, right? Because you can get to people when you want to get to them. How long does it take to do an exposure? It's very quick, right? How long does it take for the presentation to go? I don't know. Depends on the person that you actually pique their interest. And then it's about following up with them, introducing them to someone that they don't know to answer their questions. Even if you know the answers to their questions, don't answer their questions. Pass them on to the quote unquote expert so it duplicates. Obviously, we know that what the body butter does. We know that what the recovery does, right? But when you introduce them to a third party, it allows them to say, oh my gosh, I don't have to know about all these amazing products. I don't have to know all the answers to the questions. I just have to pique someone's interest, add them, tag them, and message them afterwards. Game on, I'm in. And that's exactly what we're looking to do. Okay, so tip number 1, be addicted to the activity of ATMing. That's it. It's very simple, right? Just be addicted to the activity. Let the actual group do the work, the heavy lifting, okay? Step 2, how many eyes can you get on that info per day, right? Per week, per year. Inspect what you expect is what I always say. How many people? Track it. We actually have a tracker that we're going to upload as well, where you can take inspection of how many people you're ATMing every day, okay? And also on the follow-up side as well. So we'll add that into the group. And then, obviously you want to raise more curiosity with your posts. Okay, so guys, this is a great opportunity for you to clean up your Facebook, right? So, so you can become more attractive to attract people to look at your opportunity. All right, so just think about this for a second. Obviously we all have opinions about things, right? But at the end of the day, you can be right or you can be rich. Okay, so let's focus in this next season of, I always talk about either the season of roots or season of fruits. Some of us are in the season of roots and that's okay. But we want to get into the season of fruits, and that's why it's time to be coachable and do the things that we are teaching, that we're actually doing and living and breathing every day, so we can actually go out and exponentially grow our business, grow our wealth, and then obviously, grow our ATM group as well. So that's all I got. I mean, we're just looking for people like us, and the group is just the most duplicatable way that I've seen. And I'm actually I get chills because I've been waiting to ATM people, but I didn't want to just do it without us all being in the group and doing it together. Why? Because my people, just like yours, are gonna, they're gonna be more excited about us coming together as a group and smashing the activity versus just adding ones and twos to the group. So I'm excited. I look forward to being the top recruiter in the group personally. So and yes, that's a challenge. So any takers?
So we'll see, buddy. We'll see.
We will see.
So we a couple things here real quick. Just want to make sure you guys know. So what we need is your testimonials. Now it can be product testimonial, it can be business testimonial, it can be both, right? So but don't make them both. Make sure they're separate posts, because we're going to start categorizing and having those testimonials. We're going to be adding more, but we need your help. This is something where we're all playing team and we're all building this together. A little bit of effort from all of us ends up creating momentum inside of the group. Now, I do want to preface this by saying something that's important. Okay. This is a strategy for doing the same thing that we're always doing, which I don't care whether or not you are doing it through social media traction. I don't care if you're doing it through Warm Market. I don't care if you're doing it through walking down the street. I don't care if you're doing it by joining BNI groups. I don't care if you were doing it by going down to your local mall and talking to people that were working there if your mall is still open. Everything that we're doing inside of network marketing is we need to show people our products, our service, our community, and our opportunity. We need to expose them. We need to invite them to taking a look at what we have to offer. And that's something we need to be doing consistently every day. Do you have to do this to build $1 million business? Obviously not. It is just another tool. This doesn't replace anything that you're already doing that's already working. However, How many people do you have right now that are not doing meetings, they're not doing events, and they're sitting around twiddling their thumbs, or they're sitting on this thing, scrolling through the endless scroll of social media stupidity right now, and they're doing that for 15 minutes at a time, and it's not doing anything for them. And you could show them, hey, I got a system that let me show you how in 15 minutes, instead of doing that, you could be ATMing people into our group and making some money, because I can't do a sit down at 11 p.m. at night when my kids finally passed out and I'm in front of the TV, but I can ATM people at 11 o'clock at night, sitting on my couch, or sitting in my bed, waiting to fall asleep. I can message a few people. So I can carve out those minutes of time around my busy schedule and build. I got 5 minutes here. Great. I can ATM a few people in 5 minutes. I got 5 minutes here. I can add tag message. I can add tag message. I can add tag message. And when we start doing that, you're going to get a lot more people that are in play, in pipeline, looking at information. Now, are you going to be an expert at this in the beginning? No, give yourself a little bit of grace. We're going to be teaching it. We're going to be learning it. Okay. Now, this isn't a thing where this is like you just throw spaghetti against the wall and see what sticks. Relationships are the name of the game. You got to remember, this isn't just about blasting a bunch of messages and spamming a bunch of people. It's always going to come down to the relationships. So what we've been doing, what we've been teaching and connecting with people and finding out what's important to them and asking questions, those things are really important in that process. Remember, how would you want to be treated to be invited to take a look at information? Be the ambassadors of what the secret community is, and as excited as you are to be able to share with them. So remember, we're leading with why, not with what. Okay. We're leading with why, not with what. Why we're doing this and what we're building and why you're excited about it and why you want them to check it out and what you think would be the reasons why they would want to take a look at it. Okay. And then we're going to connect people through this information. We're going to be doing more trainings about this. So if that's something that you're excited about, hop into the group. If it's something that you want to use to build your business, we're going to be going heavy full steam on using this. And if there is something that you want to add and or contribute to the group, we would love to have you as a part of that as much as possible. Does anybody have any questions about the ATM group or anything for that matter, but anything specifically here about the ATM group? No?
I do.
Yes.
I have a question. So when you say add tag message, I get it, but you want to have their permission first to add them, right?
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
100%. Yeah. Hey, I wanted to, because what you're asking them to do is you want them to take a look at, hey, is it, I'd love, that's what those scripts are for. Mm-hmm. Hey, I just found something. I want to get a chance to take a look at it. Or many of you guys have people that you've been talking to or prospecting or had information to that you haven't had anywhere to send them.
Right.
Right. Or you've invited them to be on one of the live overviews, but they can never make it on live at that time, or they forget or something comes up. Right. So you know what you do? You go back to them and say, hey, listen, I know it's been difficult for you to get on that 7 o'clock Zoom. So, hey, here's what I found out. I got something even better for you. Oh, what's up? Hey, I'm going to add you to this group. I'm going to tag you in this video. It has a full overview that explains everything about the company. And then you message them and say, hey, I added you to the group, accept the invite, and watch the video I tagged you in. Okay. And then you're following up with them. Did you get a chance to watch the video? What did you like best? Perfect. Are you ready to get started? Okay. So, and then we're moving through that. Great question. Any other questions, guys? I'm pretty fired up about this as well. So, so as we're doing this, okay, here's what we want to do is this. And Leah just asked the $1 million question. When can we invite prospects to add tag and message? Ben, what do you think?
So if it were me, I would have started last night. But what I would recommend is to start getting some of your actual, team in there first and foremost, right? And, obviously this is recorded, so I'm not sure if Jesse wants to share this or if he would like to, maybe schedule another Zoom on the how-to. Obviously, you guys are all bronze and above. You could probably teach this already based on watching this information. Maybe it's once or twice. But it's up to you, Jesse. I mean, I think the more team members we have where we set an actual launch date, maybe we even set in a competition, or something like that. I'm up for whatever.
Well, then we need to start now. So we need to start. Let's launch tomorrow. I've got a training tomorrow. So what I'll do is I'll record a training on the ATM group, or we'll just pass out the recording or you can just use the recording from this one. I don't think there was anything specifically, but the most important thing that we need to get in there right now, as Charlene was talking about, is we need testimonials. So we need to get the testimonials in there. So if you can start submitting your testimonials, if you don't know what to do, you can submit them to Ben, so we can help facilitate that, and we can add them to the guides and adding your post. So, but really all it is if you're making a post or a video, and then we just put that in the guide as a part of your testimonial with your name and your story. So, but right now, if you were me, I'm not waiting for anything, honestly, because I have people right now that I just haven't had time. And I'm just going to tell them, hey, I'm going to add you a group. I'm going to tag you in this post, and I'm going to tag them in the overview video, the Elite Lifestyle Over video that Jefferson does. And that's what I'm going to be doing with all my prospects, because it's the simplest, easiest way for me to be able to plug it in, promote people, and them to have an essence of community. Because if I just send them a video, there's no other connection pieces for them to see all of what we're all doing together. So.
Sure. And you can also use it as a training tool with, agents on your team, whether they're new, old, inactive, or what have you, pique their interest by telling them about the ATM system, add them to the group, tag them, and message them afterwards and ask them if they feel like it's, they're fired up about it. It's the same thing, right? So, just different verbiage on the front end. But at the end of the day, I mean, it's definitely the system that we're selling to existing agents. So, yep.
Is that Chris that just logged on, the newest platinum in all of Secret? I'm pretty sure. Pretty sure it is.
Yes, it is.
Yes, it is.
What's up, homie?
How you doing?
I'm doing good, brother. So, you sneaking on, you little secret agent, you. I like it.
All right.
So congratulations on your success, brother. So that's it here for today, guys. If you need the recording if you want, here's what I need you to do. The best way for me to make sure that you get the recording of this video is to send me a text message. So send me a text message and say, I would like the recording of the Bronze and Above. If you don't have my number, 213-949-1965. And I will get you the recording of the video. All right. So actually, that's a lie. Don't do that. Text Kara, text my assistant. So hold on. That way you're guaranteed to get it faster. So I'll get it to you, but it might be like September. So 6. Sorry, I got a lot of things going on. So this is my assistant, Kara Hassett. She is 9 to 5, so don't text her after that. But you can text her now, but she won't get back to you until she starts working. And just let her know that you want the recording of the Bronze and Above, and she'll have it and send it over to you guys. So that is it for today, guys. I'm off to my next Zooms and Zoom. That's what we're doing. That's what we're going to be doing. Zoom, ATM. Zoom, ATM. Zoom, ATM. That's going to be our new dance. This used to be my training. I used to do 2 trainings. It was tools and events, and tools and events, and tools and events. And now it's Zoom, ATM. That's going to be the new thing. So I don't know. I'll create some stupid dance and it'll be fun. But I love you guys. Anything I can do, let me know. But the programs that are going to be coming out at Elevate are going to be pretty darn spectacular. So if you want to use this training for your team or pass this on to anybody, even if they're not Bronze or above, feel free to use this. You have my permission to use it. So that way they can get up to speed on it. And we'll see you in the group, and we'll see you at Elevate. Bye, guys.